I am Coach Jordan McCann, and I got next.
What it do, SLT Nation? Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talk. You got next. Sports Life Talk, where life without sports is nothing but talk. But in this series, You Got Next, we are combing the globe, every square inch of it, and we are trying to find outstanding people who are doing phenomenal things and accomplishing big dreams. And the hits just don't stop coming. We got person after person, talent after talent, and then today, coach after coach that are going to stop through it. Today we make our way up to Iona, the home of the Fighting Gales, and we talk to women's assistant basketball coach Jordan McCann. Jordan, how you doing today?
Man, I'm doing well, man. I'm blessed. It's nice outside. The sun is up, but I'm inside with this air conditioner. So I was gonna be outside, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna. And this shirt is light, so y'all gonna be like, yo, you okay over there? You sweating?
Well, all right, man. Well, we gonna jump into you in just 1 second. But before we do, let me introduce myself. I am the host of this show, the mouth of the South, B. Jones. I am rocking alongside of my colleague, my brother, my partner, KT, the head coach. How you doing, KT? You ready to rock and roll, man?
Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to step aside. I won't be the head coach on this one. I'm going to be the grad assistant. So I'm going to have Coach McCann. He's going to run the show. So I'm just going to follow his lead.
Now, you know what, Kev? I'm going to make you the recruiting coordinator because you were the one that went out and found us this outstanding story. So today, you're the recruiting coordinator bringing us in some phenomenal talent.
I like that a little better. Thank you, sir.
All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. See, we get along every once in a while. Well, listen, if you are rocking with our channel for the first time, we want to say thank you. It is a blessing to be able to come on here and provide you guys with content. Right now, Kevin and I are in what we call the takeover. And the takeover means we are trying to get to 1,000 subscriptions or subscribers on YouTube, and we need your help. So on the count of 3, we're going to hold hands, and we are all going to smash that subscribe button. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Boom. Now, if you just did that, if you showed us a little bit of love, it took you 5 seconds, but we are now going to provide you unlimited content. You Got Next series are dropping every Thursday and Sunday. You will get notified when we drop these outstanding stories like the one we have here today. So let's get into this coaching sensation, this rising superstar out of Chicago, Illinois, former alumni of the Fighting Illini. We got basketball coach Jordan McCann in the building. How you feeling, man? I know you're trying to stay cool, trying to stay crisp out there. You got the hat to the back, swaggle. I see you. What's going on, Jordan?
I'm doing well. Like, again, man, I appreciate you guys for having me on here, man. I followed this on Instagram. I'm a huge social media guy. I was the one that at the beginning of the thing, you was like, oh, press subscribe. I was like, I was doing pressing the subscribe too. So I'm like, I'm in here, you know.
Hey, well, it's good to know somebody out there listen to me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Hey, we up to 600, so it's moving. We getting it. Well, I tell you what, Jordan, man, the energy is phenomenal. I know we're about to have a blazing show, so everybody out there, buckle up. Hold on to your seats. But before we get you rocking and rolling, right, you don't just let kids just come out there and them girls just start, right? You got to go through training camp, right? So we got to take you through what we call SLT initiation, where we're going to learn a little bit more about you, the man off the court. All right, Kev?
All right, Coach. So to initiate you into the SLT family, you have to give us your top 5 hip-hop artists.
Got to go with Jay-Z. That's one. Well, not in any order, but Jay-Z, Kendrick. I like Kendrick. Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne. That's my boy. I like Weezy. I like Weezy. Drake. That's my boy right there. Drake. That's that's all you hear me listening to. And then Chris Brown. Steve can run it. I gotta go with Chris Brown, yo.
Yeah, he's so well rounded. I mean, Chris Brown could have just been a sensation at Just Dance. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, that's not even before he touched the mic and rap and sing and all that stuff, man.
Yeah, so word to the wise, keep your hands off women, Chris. All right, so give us your favorite sports teams, Coach.
Oh, got to start with my Bulls. Chicago Bulls. I'm Chicago through and through. I like the Bears. I like the White Sox. I like the Blackhawks.
The Bears.
Yeah. Hey, not a Cubs fan. All of my groomsmen that was in my wedding, they all Cubs fans. I'm the only one that's not. So
dude, you know, that's serious out there in Chicago too. I didn't know about that, but that is serious. Like, if either you Black Sox or you are Cubs, and they don't mesh very well at all, man.
Nah. And we gave them mess for not winning the championship since 19 whatever. And then we got ours, and then they got theirs. Like, oh, we just won ours.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I'm Chicago through and through, and then of course my Gales. You know, I'm here. I gotta support my peoples, and then I gotta support my orange and blue. I like my Illini men and women's basketball. I still support them. Football team. You know, I'm through and through. But definitely my peeps right here. I gotta show love to where I'm at right now. So that'll probably end it up.
Okay, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
Ooh, superhero. Batman. I'm a Batman guy. And when Batman the one that they filmed in Chicago came out, Dark Knight was my go-to. Cause Batman, he's just so stealth. You know, he showed the lamp come up, you know, and I feel like I could get with Batman, and you know, he get beat up sometimes, but he still end up winning. You know, and he always need a Robin that's with him, so it's not like he's always, you know, he's always dominant. So he needs somebody, which is that always Robin. So you can't forget about that.
Coach, that's my favorite superhero. And if you didn't know, I'm Batman, and I got my Robin over here. So
man, ain't no
Batman
Robin,
got a lot. My bad, Nightwing. All right, so you said Batman is your favorite
Dick
superhero.
Grayson.
What would be your theme music?
Oh, I'm gonna have to take it back. I'm gonna see if people know, the people that really know Drake. I would go with Dreams Money Could Buy. And here's why. You know the beginning, like, don't want with me, don't want with me. Like that I just want that beginning part. And then boom, hop right in, Batman style, like just straight up, like straight up, like that'll be the it. Cause it's like straight up, Dream Money Could Buy, like all he just spit on that song, and it just that'll be my
check that one out, man.
Yeah, Dreams Money Could Buy. The beginning, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, that's probably why.
Yeah, but B. Jones, you know, anybody that says Batman is their favorite superhero, they're all right with me. So he's officially into the family. So go ahead and take over, man.
Hey, welcome to the show, Jordan McCann. Welcome to the family. We really appreciate you being here, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I every once in a while we get somebody like this who just brings that energy that I can kind of resonate with. So y'all might want to hold it down. If you're one of those type of people that don't like loud and obnoxious, you might want to turn this off now, because I got a feeling this is about to get ignorant. We about to have a good time. All right, Jordan. So now you're from the Chicago area, you know, and I'm one of those people that probably need my hand slapped, but I've been known to call it Chirac, man. So did you come up from tough upbringing, or was it easy? Did you come up from a different side? What was it like growing up where you were being Jordan McCann?
Yeah, I grew up on the south side of Chicago, and everybody, whoever's watching this, you know, that's kind of the rough part a little bit. I was the only son. Like my mom, you know, I was her only boy, you know, and I had a younger sister. She's 4 years younger than me. So, you know, growing up, you know, it was tough here and there. I had the privilege of having both of my mom and my father in my life. Father was the working one. You know, he didn't come to a lot of my games, but the games he did come to, I appreciated that part of him. So it wasn't the fact of, oh man, my dad wasn't there, you know. And you know, he always taught me to you know, respect women, respect yourself, and never lie. All those three things. And my mama held it down for me and my sister. She had us all over the place. But at the end of the day, I always like to say, you just have to know how to maneuver in Chicago. You know, And growing up, my mom, with me being the only son, I grew up in the era right around when honestly stuff started getting a little bad. Like once I hit 13, I always played sports. So being out on the porch, being out in the backyard was always what we wanted to do. But when it came down to it and a lot of things started getting a little bit tougher, she started saying, hey, you can't be outside like this and all this other stuff. And I didn't understand why, because remember, the mentality that I was a young black male growing up on the south side of Chicago. I wanted to indulge in certain things. I wanted to figure things out on my own. I had the guidance from my family, which, like I said, I'm so blessed to have that. And even I grew up like literally right around the corner from where Kanye grew up on 79th and Cornell. Like him and his mama, they grew up on 78th, right? And they know, and if people from Chicago know that 79th Street going all the way down, it's not one good spot on 79th going all the way down. It's just bad all around.
Goodness.
So like just that part about it was like starting at 13, going all the way through high school. I will say my mom was protective of me, but at the same time, I felt like I had to really grow up and kind of see what she really meant by that. And I didn't understand that really until I got to college. And then looking back at it, I probably thank my mom and my pops for that, because if I wouldn't have listened to them, then who knows where I would be at. I would probably be on the streets. I'd probably be 6 feet under. I'd probably be in the jail. And that's where a lot of our young black men are in Chicago, and it's tough. And I take pride in I never tell people I'm not from Chicago. I take pride in that, because that made me, and I was able to see some things in high school. Like I almost got jumped a couple times, I had to see people stand on that corner, go the other way, drive the bike really quick around the corner from the house.
Yeah.
Like for real, and like I said, I just been fortunate to put myself in certain situations, but the situations that I did put myself in, I still seen some things. So you just got to learn from it, and that's why I try to even tell some young people nowadays, and even males, it's just tough. It's tough. So
yeah. So now this is gonna be a quick question. Can you get buckets? That's bottom line. Can you get buckets?
Come on, yo.
If we were to put a rock in your hand right now, can you get buckets?
See, that's the thing. I was a shooter, so I'm gonna say yeah, I got buckets, but growing up at my stage in Chicago, the people that was in, like, from if I was a freshman in high school to senior in high school, dog, the competition was crazy. Like I was good, but I gotta be honest with myself, it was like Malcolm Griffin was in my class. They called him Shank from Hyde Park. Fabian Harris from Hyde Park.
I've heard of Fabian Harris.
Oh my God, the Red East was crazy. That's what they called it. The Red East was nuts. Like day in, day out dog fights. But I could get buckets because I'm from Chicago. The guards from Chicago, you tough. Like if you didn't get buckets, me and you, we wouldn't be talking right now. Like I get.
They say one of the best players to never play in the league came out of there, and that's Benji. Came out of Chicago.
Hey, that's one of the stories that I actually cried on, man. That 30 for 30.
That 30 for 30 got me too, man. I didn't know about that kid until that 30 for 30. All right, so it's a disrespectful term that goes around, and I know you probably heard it. They say those who can't coach, right? And I think that's crazy, because to me, getting buckets or being a great athlete is kind of a God-given talent. But being able to be a coach brings in so many other dimensions to it. Every athlete can't go out there and be a leader. You know what I mean? We've seen a lot of great athletes who are just horrible people. I don't want to call them horrible people. You know what I mean? They're not great leaders. So to me, to be a coach takes on a total different element of the game. So when did you realize that, hey, I want to be a coach, and how did you transition from you being an athlete into being a coach and progress your career forward?
Well, I got that part. Like that question is actually what started my coaching career. Like I had a few scholarships out of high school, and honestly, man, I was honest with myself. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna make it to the NBA. I got a few Division II scholarships. I got one Division I scholarship. I was honest with myself, and I said, you know what? yeah, I want to play, but I have a full ride academic scholarship to the University of Illinois. So I was accepted into the Illinois Leadership Enrichment Program, which is the I-League program, which is for first-generation college students. And I thought that was actually my way of that's the way that I should go into college. So I had to. It was tough for me because, growing up, the only way that I could play is if I had good grades. So
That's right.
mom, dad always said, good grades, you got to play. So that was my motivation. So once I got to college, and I was in the Illinois Leadership Enrichment Program, I went in with Kanice, and then all of a sudden, it was no motivation, to be honest, for me to continuously to do well in college. So it was tough. Like, I couldn't pass a test. Like, from first semester of freshman year, second semester, I was put on academic probation 2 times. I was in class. I'm doing everything I can. I'm doing homework, essays, all this stuff, and I could not pass a test to save my life. And I had this one lady, Sherry Shaw, who is my mentor to this day. That's a name that you'll probably know down the road. But Sherry put me on the right path, and I ended up getting a huge wake-up call, and I got kicked out of Illinois.
Wow.
I got kicked. Yeah, I got kicked out of Illinois. I couldn't write any more petitions in. They said, hey, going into your sophomore year, we're gonna let you go for the spring semester, but you could come back with 21 credit hours, 3.5 GPA. So when that hit me, that was like one of the lowest parts of my life, getting kicked out of college, because I was taught growing up, like, if you put yourself in a situation, you gotta get yourself out of. And society also taught us that if you're a man, you handle it. You don't ask for questions. Don't ask anything. Don't ask nobody for anything. And I guess I went with that term. So I just tried to do everything myself. But then again, as I got older, and even looking back at it now, I had to tell my parents that I was getting kicked out of college. I was telling my parents I was getting kicked out of college. That was tough for me. And they just kept asking me, why didn't you tell us? And I just felt like the work ethic and the person in myself, I said, I got myself in this situation. I got to get myself out. So I didn't need mommy and daddy to come and help me, but at the end of the day, they were there for me. My mom said, we're going to get through this. And 2, I didn't want to be a statistic. I didn't want to be an African-American male to just come back, didn't finish college. And remember, I was in this program because of that reason, like first generation. So make a long story short, man, I went to Parkland for 1 semester. I got a 3.6 GPA. I had 22 credit hours. I came back my junior year, changed my major to sport management. Ended up being a practice player for Coach Jolette Law, who's at South Carolina right now, my mentor to this day. We talked about a lot of stuff, and I said I wanted to coach. And from that day on, I knew I wanted to coach. I changed over everything. Graduated, which I never thought that I would get my undergraduate degree. I got my master's degree in sport management at St. Thomas University, and then I started coaching right out of college. So when I tell y'all, the man above really looked out. The man above really got a chance to tell me, like, hey, you're gonna go through some adversity, but let's see how you handle it. And that made me into the coach and the man that I am today.
Man, I tell you what, we're gonna call this Sports Life Talk 20 for 20, because brother, that story there, I sat back and was watching just like they are out there right now. Like, oh, this is a good story. All right, so my last question, and I'll turn it over to Kev, man. I talked a little bit about it. I alluded to how many hats you have to wear as a head coach, right? You got to be able to diagnose film. You got to be able to recruit. And recruiting is more than just talking to people. It's, hey, how do I decipher from candidate A versus candidate B, or player A versus player B? Which one is going to be a part of my system? And then you got to be able to get in mid-game adjustments and be X's and O's and motivate. I mean, so which of those would you say is your strength as being a coach? Where do you fall in and say, hey, this is the type of coach that I am?
I really take pride in showing, whether it's parents, recruits, my staff, our girls, I take pride in showing them who I truly am. And like you said at the beginning of this talk, I'm full of energy. This is me. What you see on social media is what you're going to see in person. I take pride in just being a good person and a good guy. So I feel like when it comes to that part of things, just showing your true character goes a long way. And I think that's actually how I got to here at Iona. I had the chance to coach at literally every level. I had a chance to coach at NAIA, Division I, Division II, and having all of those experiences made me to me being a Division I coach right now. So me giving myself and showing who I am helps out the recruiting part, helps out all this other stuff. So when it comes down to it, my player development on the court and also recruiting, those are my go-tos. That's why I am who I am today. Yes, I have all of those good things in my hat, but man, being down there on that court with our girls, developing them, getting them ready for what my head coach needs from them, getting my guards ready, getting them prepared for the best competition in conference, the best competition night in, night out, making them good players from freshman year going all the way through. That's my job. That is my job, and those are my two that I take.
Ken, I'm gonna sneak one last quick question in here, and this is gonna be a simple one, Coach. People who watch basketball, we saw Iona make the news a lot last year, and that was because of the simple reason of Rick Pitino became the men's head coach. We talked to a coach out of Jackson State, who was a female coach, who talked about how she, Coach Prime is in football, but his infusion into the athletic department just kind of reciprocated everywhere. It had residual that he kind of picked up everybody. Are y'all noticing that with Rick Pitino coming in, or have you had the opportunity to meet Rick Pitino or get some advice, or even just the energy that he provided, infusing that energy and finances into the program? Have you had the opportunity to take advantage of that?
Yeah, I think the dope part about it is at the end of the day, we had a legendary coach literally right up his office is right up there. I think one of the dopest things for me was sitting in on one of their practices and seeing how committed he is to his guys. I got a chance to talk to him one time too. I'm thinking like, oh man, what do I say to him? Like, do I say hi? Do I not say hi? I say hi to him. He started talking to me about some things in practice, and then we just had a simple conversation. So, yeah, man, when he first came, everybody was texting me, yo, Pitino's coming. But the few conversations that I did have with him were I appreciated him for actually taking the time out to talk to me. Their staff, they do an amazing job. Our coach, she has a great relationship with him. She sits in on some of their practices. We all sit in on a couple of their practices, and it's a good feeling down here. And they just won that MAC championship, so we trying to bring one too, because I think they're gonna do it again.
Awesome.
All right, so Coach, how did your program deal with COVID, and what effects will last season have on this upcoming basketball season?
Oh man, I don't know if we're even going back to the men's team. I don't know if you guys heard, we got shut down 8 times.
No.
Yeah.
8. We had 8 shutdowns, and it affected our team in a tremendous amount. Let's just put it that way. We only was able to practice like not even 35 times, right? And normally you get in at least 20 some practices within the first beginning of the season. I think one thing that a lot of people have to understand is we're dealing with college athletes. At the end of the day, they're still kids. It's just something that was new to all of us. It was something that we all had no clue what was going to happen, how we were going to handle it. I think our girls, I really commend them for doing what they did, what they was able to accomplish with the time that we had with them, because with those 8 shutdowns, these kids still wanted to keep playing. Coach asked them, hey, do you guys want to stop? Do you guys want to let it go? Because after those first 2 shutdowns, it was tough. It was tough for our girls. And I felt for them through and through. I really did. And when I tell you guys, when you have a chance to see some kids struggling, that really shows you whether you want to be in a position to help them or not. It shows how much you care. And I think that our coach and our staff, our head coach, Billy Chambers, I think she did a phenomenal job with getting us prepared and getting us ready to handle them, because it was tough, man. We had a lot of side conversations. We had a lot of, oh, coach, man, I'm not feeling this no more. Like, what do I do? And that just brought so much joy to my eyes to have the opportunity to help these kids. And I don't know if I would have been able to do this. Like, that's why our young ladies were strong, y'all. They was strong dealing with all of this. So, and kind of leading to the next one, I think that, yes, going into the season, we've got a hold of a lot of things. So I think that with us being, through all of those 8 shutdowns, if we do have one down the road and in the future, I think we'll be able to handle it a little bit better. We'll know, what to expect. But like I said, man, I can't commend these girls and this staff and our program for the amount of work that we've done, and just going through all of that and still playing the games and still going to the conference tournament and really seeing them smile was something that just brought me joy.
But Coach, isn't that kind of a testament to you guys recruiting the right player, though? You know what I mean? I know you brought him into a culture, but that also shows that, hey, we got the right people. When we looked at it and said this person would be great for our team, they came in and they behaved just like y'all thought they would, right? They were resilient. They were determined. They were, they didn't take no for an answer. They didn't let little things break them. And that's the person you sat down with in the living room and said, hey, I want you to become an Iona Gale, right?
Absolutely. Those conversations that we had, you can see those and you can see the things that we talked about in those young ladies. You can see the work ethic that they had. They didn't have any quit. They had all fight. And that's all of the things that we're looking for here at Iona. Coach wants kids and wants to come in, want to be coached, have a work ethic, and just want to become better people, better young ladies. That's our job. We want to help these young ladies succeed on the court, but off the court as well. Just watch
that manifest on the court, though. I can't watch these girls next year. I can't wait to see an Iona game. That's gonna be crazy.
Hey, I can't wait either, man. I can't wait. And then I'm just so pumped that we have the chance to work with them this summer. So,
all right, Coach. So, I'm thinking about we're trying to find a school for my daughter, and her dad can ball, so we're trying to find a school that will suit her skill set. Why should I send my daughter to Iona to play?
Man, good question. You should send your daughter Iona to play because at the end of the day, we are very big on relationships, right? We want to get to know you. We want to get to know the family. We want to get to know kind of more so all the stuff outside of the basketball piece, because at the end of the day, we know you can play basketball. We saw you. That piece is there. But we want you guys to get to know how we are. We want you guys to get to see, Coach on the court showing you guys what she's about. We want you guys to get to see the camaraderie, the family feel, the family-like feel that we have as a staff, as a program. We want you guys to feel as comfortable as possible with sending your daughter to us, knowing that, she's going to be in New Rochelle and know that she's on this college campus and she's safe. She's going to be happy and she's going to be able to do something that she loves, and that's playing basketball. But at the end of the day, the kid is also going to get a good degree. She's going to be more mature. She's going to become a great young lady, and she's going to get the job that she wants. That's why you should send your kid to Iona.
Boom.
All right, so the last thing I got before we go to our championship rounds. Okay, you seen the movie Love and Basketball, correct?
Oh. Hey, that's me and my wife. That's my favorite.
Okay, well, right. I was getting at that, Coach. You didn't already mess up my tease. I was going to say, hey, you're Quincy McCall. Tell us about your Monica Wright.
Yo, it's a funny story. My Monica Wright is my wife to this day. We met in college. She played ball at Illinois. I was a practice player. And this is literally the Love and Basketball story. I'll never forget. I was a junior. She was a freshman. Freshman came in the door, walked in the doors. And at this time, and those are still her closest friend, they was in our wedding. And at this time, they all walking in, and this is my first time seeing the freshman. And I saw her, and I was like, yo, I'm going to marry her. In my head, I promise you. I said, I'm going to marry her. I went home to my roommate Fred. To this day, he'll tell you. I said, yo, we had practice today. The freshman came in. Like, I'm not trying to be a creep, but yo, it's this girl. Her name is Nia. Yo, I'm gonna marry her, bro. He's like, are you stupid? I'm like, no, I'm gonna marry her. So to this day, I said that, and I kid you not, that's when I did my work. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm Jordan McCann. Nice to meet you. I'm one of the practice players. And I started following her around the whole year. Yo, I wrote her this 4-page letter expressing my love. 2 months in, I'm like, yo, you gonna be my girlfriend. Let's get this going. She said, nah, I'm good. I want to focus on basketball and school.
Got shot down.
I'm like, And her friend, and I'm like, I told one of her friends, I said, one of them, I was like, yo, she shut me down. What should I do? Nah, Jay, just stop while you at it. Don't worry about it. Like, just keep moving. She ain't with it. She don't like you. Her other friend's like, oh, Jordan, keep trying. It's okay. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to keep trying. And little did we know, we came around that following year, going into my senior year in August. I'm really particular about who cut my hair. She goes, if you let me cut your hair, I'll be your girlfriend. And I was like, yeah, cool. And I was like, wait a minute. What you mean cut my hair? So I let her cut my hair. We became boyfriend and girlfriend August 28th, 2012. And to this day, we rocked with each other. So that's my love and basketball story.
You know what that was about, right? She had to grow up, man. She was a freshman. You know what? She had to get out there and see. She wasn't ready to process that at that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right now, hey, I'm in this new big place. So I'm finna enjoy myself. Then when you started, you know, it ain't all sunshine and puppies out here. You start realizing, oh, that dude is a really good dude. That's why I need to cut his hair. So
yeah, and I let her come out. I looked in that mirror. I said,
was it a good cut? Was it rough?
She said it was good. I'm like, I got hats on all week. I love my wife to death, but she ain't never cut my hair ever again. So I'm like, nope.
All right, man.
All right, B, let's
time. All right, so Jordan. Now we gonna have a little bit of fun at this one because we had you were actually referred to us by Coach Rasley, and she threw us your name, and yeah, she showed us some love and threw you our way. So thank you so much, Coach Rasley. So we decided we were gonna do something for the first time. We took Coach Renee Rasley's questions, and we are going to put you in the championship rounds with the same identical questions we asked her to see if there's any difference. All right. So are you familiar with the game Would You Rather?
Yep.
All right. Perfect. The rules are very simple. Kevin gives you an option. I'll give you an option. You have to choose one of those. You can manipulate it or change it. If you have any questions, feel free to answer. All right. Ask them. We will go the first person to get 2 points or the best out of 3 rounds, and it will determine the winner of this episode's championship rounds. If those of you who are keeping score out there, the competition has gotten locked up tight again. It is 23-22. I am currently in the lead, but Kevin is the defending champion. So I will turn it over to him. Jordan McCann, are you ready for championship rounds?
I hope so, man. I hope I can get somebody a dub here.
You gonna get one of us.
Remember who reached out to you. Coach Rasley may have sent you, but remember who reached out to you. All right, Coach. So would you rather coach a player that became a Hall of Famer or
coach a player that becomes a coach and wins a championship ring?
Coach a player that becomes a coach. Because at the end of the day, you don't. After they're done playing, you get those text messages that say, "Hey, Coach, I want to get into coaching because of the conversation that we had. I remember you told me this. I remember you told me that." And seeing that, I don't want the accolades. I want to see them succeed, and I think that's big. I'm just because just that coaching piece is big. Like, oh, I coached her. She got a championship, and I didn't even get one. Dang.
Yeah.
So.
All right, here we go. Round 2. Coach McCann, would you rather make it to the championship game, win, lose, or draw, or
win a conference title 10 years in a row with a shot to make it to the tournament?
Oh, shoot.
So you see the dynamics of this, right? So with mine, you made it to the championship game, but we don't know what the results are going to be. With Kevin's, you win in your own conference 10 years, and you make it to the tournament every year. So you don't know what the tournament run is going to be like, but you dominating your division, and you in that tournament every year. So you got 10 opportunities, but mine, you got guaranteed 1 opportunity, and you're on the biggest stage.
I'm going to have to go with the winning the conference championship 10 years.
Because I ain't lie, Coach, you had me scared for a second. I
had confetti about to pop.
I gotta go with that one because I'm big. One day I want to be a head coach, and I'm big on creating a program that's really gonna last and show the true meaning of whatever school that I'm at. And I take pride in that consistency, and that's building like a dynasty like that. It'll be up to me to get over that hump and get that championship. But if I gotta if I got a dynasty like that and keep getting kids in and they understand what our culture is about, I think that's big for me. So I need them chips so I can put them all on one hand.
Ooh, all right.
Hey, well, B. Jones, Coach, remember the explanation you just gave us when we go into this round 3. So, Coach, would you rather fast forward 10 years and be an established head coach, or
would you rather rewind time 10 years and be able to go back in time knowing what you know now?
I got to go with the established head coach because of all of the things that got me to that point. And from it goes to all the relationships that I've had with the coaches. Oh, you gone? Don't leave on me. Hey, I got to go with that. All of the stuff I learned from my mentors, all of the kids that I was able to help coach, and because at the end of the day, you know, they don't understand that they're helping me more than I'm helping them. They're helping me become what I am, and like I said, those accolades don't mean nothing to me. I just want to help a kid grow on and off the court as much as possible. So I gotta KT.
I love it, man.
I gotta go with y'all now.
No, I wouldn't go lie. After your explanation from round 2, if you'd have went B. Jones route, I was gonna send Coach Rasley a nasty text message and say, "Why did you send this young man?"
Nah, hey, shout out KT. You won that one because I almost thought I had him with the rewind. Because, you know, in mine, you still can become a head coach. But I like the way, hey, it ain't no looking back. You plugging forward. Yeah. And I love the energy, man. I kind of felt like you was going to answer it KT's way anyway. So congratulations, KT. If you rocking with us, then you know the score is officially tied 23-23. So, hey, look out for the notifications because the next episode that you watch is going to be a doozy. It is going to be a good one. Well, listen, Jordan McCann, Coach, we got you here. What's up next for you and Iona Gales? What does your future look like this upcoming season?
Yeah, man. Like I said, we get the girls on campus for the summer. We're gonna be looking to just prepare, get ourselves back. It's like I said, it's a privilege to be with them, to be on the court. I know some people don't have that privilege of being back in the summer. So hey, we're looking to just be one of those good teams in the MAC. The MAC has been getting stronger and stronger, so we're just looking to continue to build our program, show who we are as a staff and as a program, and you know we're gonna try to get us a championship, and that's tough. That's really tough to do, but we're gonna put in that blood and sweat and tears this summer, and we're gonna get after it.
I don't want to be a super dreamer, right? But I always like to know this, right? I'm assuming that you want to be a head coach one day. What is the bottom line dream? What is that, B. Jones? If I check this box off, I go to sleep at night and I'm a happy man.
I do want to be a head coach. I definitely want to be a head coach, but if I had to say, I think you always want to sometimes go back to that alma mater. So if I had the chance to be a head coach at the University of Illinois,
love it.
Women's basketball, Champaign, here I come.
Champaign.
Hey, Coach. So where can our fans find you on social media?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram and Twitter. You know, you'll find me on there a lot. On Instagram, it's @CoachJCM, and Twitter, I think my Twitter is CoachJCM. So you can find me on there. I just love putting up stuff about me. I love putting up stuff about our team, our program, all of that good stuff. So those are the two things that I really use. I'm not a Facebook guy. I'm sorry that Facebook just not me. But yeah, you can find me on those two platforms, and yeah, just check us out.
Any shout outs?
Man, shout out. I got shout out to Chicago, man, the family back home, you know, everybody in Chicago. Shout out to all the coaches that's getting back into normal. We about to go on the road next week. So shout out to all the coaches that's doing all that. We're gonna be on the road for 8 days straight, the 5th through the 12th, out here working. Shout out to you guys for having me on here. Shout out to Coach Nene. I had to do that because y'all brought her up. That's my girl. And then this shirt right here, Blessed to Work Out. This is my girl from Kentucky, Amber Smith. She sent me a shirt, Blessed to Work Out. I'm always blessed to work out. So, yeah, man, that's it. No other shout out. Shout out to my girls coming back. We about to get it in this week. So that's mainly it for me.
South Chicago. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, yo, Coach McCann, you got next. We are behind you all the way. I can't not wait to see those fighting gals, those Lady Iona get out there and do massive work. We are supporting you guys and rooting for you, and that's every last player on that roster, coaching that organization. I can tell, man, just by your energy, everybody over there is doing the right things, and so we are rooting for you guys. Hey, listen, thank y'all for watching another episode of Sports Life Talk. You got next. If this was your first time, I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like, comment, leave us some messages. Tell us what you think about the championship rounds, coach's top 5. It don't matter. Tell us what you think. We would love to hear from you. Kevin and I, we are maniacal about interacting and engagement, so we will respond to you. If you ask us a question, slide in the DMs. It don't matter with us. We do go live every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube. A simple invitation is all you have to do is subscribe to Sports Life Talk and be a part of the party, be a part of the fun. All right, Kev, you got anything you want to say to him? Close it out.
Another shout out to Coach Nene, because this man was outstanding. The fact
Phenomenal.
And then he helped me win in championship round, so he really got bonus points. So yeah, hey, thank you again, Coach.
Hey, we promised y'all great people, big, phenomenal people doing big things, and we didn't lose it, right? We kept it going. So hey, Coach McCann, you got next, and check this out. Y'all take care of one another, stay safe, be blessed, and we love y'all. We will see y'all again on the next episode of Sports Life Talk. You got next. Yeet!
Lil' baby say I'm fly, she see me. I know I got a giant in the drip, but I double cause I'm tired of the vibe, she clingy. And I don't play around with the wrist, when I get it, you already know the vibe, it's VVs. I swear I feel alive when I'm in them in the yo into the AM, making vibes on repeat. And I ain't gotta lie, you see these. She said she wanna vibe, she need 3. Each one for my boys, my teamies. Swimming through the riches with my squad, believe me. Iced out Audemars, Philippe's. Big dog since a jit, though I'm 8. Cook and let them know I'm different raw with the apron. Do this for my sons, I know it's mine for the taking. Lil' baby look like she the type that be plaguing. Slide and I skate this. She done me probably thinking who this. Yeah, money now it's funny how I see the mood switch. But boy, lame girl, funny how the two mix. So I got them uptight, now they got the loose lips. Want the doors with a suicide on it. If I'm winning, gotta put my slimes on it. I ain't buying in no Gucci or Prada. That she my man, and it's proof of her solid. Dripped and finesse like Kyrie. Young man with his own brand, I designed it. Whole gang got a wrist spring cause I iced it. No name in my domain, I'm the nicest. Game, know I used to dream of the diamond. 2 bad things I'm in between like a hyphen. When I pull up to